Today's an exciting day for me. Really excited to check out the Apple AirPods. I actually had these for about 2 weeks now. I've been using them on a couple of business trips and just around the office, driving around, taking phone calls, stuff like that. And what I found was a couple great things, a couple dumb things about the product itself. Overall, the design is pretty sweet. It looks a little weird, given that, it looks exactly like the original with the wire cut, but it's much larger. It has a W1 chip in here. Each one has an individual battery, its own circuit board, and it can work together or separate. You can also set up in your Siri, you can either make this work in the Siri option type, where you click it twice on the side of the headphones right here where you tap it, and it'll go to Siri, or you can change the setting to a pause play function. That's pretty cool in itself. Sometimes it doesn't work that well. You have to hit it 3 times, sometimes 2 times will work, but it's supposed to work in 2 times. You have a sensor right here, so once the actual earpod's in your ear, securely it will turn on from the left side or the right side. If you put both of them on at once, they'll both work. You take one out, it pauses, then you have to double click or press play on your device, and it'll make that side work again. So that's kind of unique. The best part about these, honestly, for me, I've been looking for something that has a great microphone. I'm always on the phone, I'm always on the go, and this has a great microphone. It's one of the best microphones I've ever seen for the price. I paid a little more than retail on these just to get them a little sooner, but for $159, what Apple's offering these for, it's a pretty sick deal. And the microphones right here on the bottom, they're really practical. Some microphones are kind of right here in the area, but these are going straight down to where your voice is coming out. And the microphones are right in the bottom of the actual earpods, right here. And it works really well. It blocks out any road noise for the most part. It's not perfect, but it does a really good job with that. And it catches your voice really well. I rarely have anyone telling me, hey, can you speak up, or I didn't hear that. Along some with other products I've tried, I've had multiple customers telling me, hey, I can't hear that, can you repeat that? So this is really important to me specifically, and this really works for me. In terms of the music, these suck for music. They're not very good. There's a decent hold in your ear, but it's not like a rubber seal or anything, which will produce a better bass. A lot of headphones, just in general, the speaker can be similar, but if the pads are not that good, they're not secluding the actual sound, you're not gonna get a really good bump in there. So these are not very good for the actual sound piece, but for everything else, they're actually pretty awesome. All right, some specifications. The actual case will last 24 hours. The cool thing about these are magnetic. You put them in place, and just pop right in. Once you pop them in, they automatically start charging. If it's orange, the light is orange, that means it's charging. Once it turns green, that means this is completely charged. You charge the case case charges pretty quick, and lasts 24 hours. Each individual AirPod will last 5 hours each, which is pretty cool. They'll charge really quickly. If you charge it 15 minutes, it'll last 3 hours, which is really awesome. You can take this, put this in your pocket while you're having lunch or something like that. It'll charge back up and you're good to go. I got charged about 3 to 4 times a day just to get through my day, but it definitely does help out, and it's nice just to have that. And what else is there to say? It's a pretty sweet product. It pairs really quickly to your phone. You just open this up, click connect, that's awesome. Like I said, you can change the settings in your phone to the pause play or Siri function in general. Overall, I'd like to say for the value, for $159, I would completely suggest getting these. The one thing with these, they lose. You can lose them really easy. And I lost one of these, and I lost them right now, and it took me a little while to find it. They kind of just slide in your pocket or something like that. And they're plastic, so there's not very much grip on them. So be careful. Whatever you're doing with them, don't lose them, don't drop them, and you should be good to go. All right, folks, this is my short review on the Apple AirPods. If you guys have any questions, concerns, comments, comment below. Comment with your name, where you're from, and any questions or any suggestions you have about this. Let's get a conversation going. I'd appreciate that. You guys can follow us on our Snapchat, Instagram @JoeGE, and on our Facebook @Joe's Gaming and Electronics. Thanks so much, folks. You guys have a great day.